This is your home for the Trojans. Girard Sports Live.
Snap and leans forward, and that's touchdown number 4 for Scott Moore.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net.
Looks, throw over to Adolph, quickly down inside, wrap around Boatman, found herself in the right place, foul, and the bucket!
He'll try a 3 and hits. Adolph with it up top, being guarded by Gass. Riot down the lane, off the glass, and good. Nice instinct by Adolph to just take it to the bucket.
Fielded on the short hop, fires this one across. Able to throw the runner out by a step and a half.
Pitch to the outside to Ashbacher. Gets a good block on the outside, and he's in for the touchdown.
It's time for the Trojans. On your home for Girard High School Athletics. Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome out to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium in the heart of Girard, Kansas, getting set for tonight's Kansas Class 3A Sub-State basketball matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Riverton Rams. This is the second round of the top bracket of the Columbus Sub-State. It's a 16-team Sub-State, 2 of which will go on to state, and we'll get into more of that. Both the Trojan boys and the girls advanced out of the first round. We'll talk more about that coming up in the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We do want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas, with Crawcan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crawcan has to offer at ckt.net. Pretty quiet in here right now, but it won't be in just a few moments as the Trojans and the Rams getting set to tip it off here in the second round of the Kansas Class 3A Sub-State Tournament. We'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, we'll fire up the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show and get you set for this one, the Trojans and the Rams, coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Crawcan's Gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Crawcan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Crawcan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years, with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium in Girard, getting set for tonight's Kansas Class 3A Sub-State second-round matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Riverton Rams. I'm Josh Lettner, and on camera tonight, my beautiful wife, Jenny, stepping in, taking over for Daryl McLeod. He's up in Kansas City this week for the MIAA tournament, along with the Pitt State teams. He's up there as part of the student broadcasting crew, and those kids every year, Pitt State basically broadcasts the entire MIAA conference championship tournament up in Kansas City, and it's a real opportunity for those students. And Daryl taking advantage of that this week, and we wish him all the best up there. Trojans going to have their work cut out for him tonight against the Riverton Rams. Trojans coming into tonight's game 19-2 on the season. A great year this year for the Trojans. Riverton 11-6. The Trojans have won both meetings this year against Riverton, and we'll talk more about that as we fire up the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show, brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. All right, so tonight's game, just one of several going on across this sub-state, and we'll go ahead and do our bracket breakdown for you tonight, brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing at 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. All right, so Girard facing off against Riverton here tonight. Also going on the bottom side of this bracket, the number 4 seed Burlington plays host to the number 5 seed Caney Valley. Burlington is 13-6. Caney Valley also 13-6. So that's going to be a good matchup up there in Coffee County tonight, and quite the road trip for those kids from Caney, having to drive all the way up to Burlington, practically traveling from Oklahoma to Topeka tonight to play that game. On the bottom side of the bracket, Neodesha, the 2 seed, plays host to Prairie View, who is the 7 seed. Neodesha 15-3, Prairie View 12-6, and that'll be an interesting matchup as well. Neodesha with the better record, but Prairie View probably with the tougher schedule coming in, so that's one to keep an eye on. And then on the bottom side of that bracket, number 2, Cherryvale, which is the 3 seed at 15-4, plays host to Frontenac, who is the 11 seed and with just a 6-12 record, but make that 7-12 because they picked up their first round win over Jayhawk Lynn, who was the 6th seed. So Frontenac's been playing spoilers out of the middle part of this bracket so far in this sub-state, and that's definitely a game to keep your eye on because Cherryvale out of that Three Rivers League that Humboldt was out of, Fredonia's out of, and Humboldt won that league. Looking at them, I think they'd probably finish middle of the pack in the CNC, and that's not to take anything away from Humboldt, just that the CNC is a tough league here out of Southeast Kansas. So I think Cherryvale better play a really good game tonight if they want to come out with a win over Frontenac. We'll step away with a quick break. We'll come back, get your keys to the game, and your starting lineups are about 20 minutes away from tip-off here in Girard. The Trojans getting set to play host to the Riverton Rams. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's Gigabit Fiber Optic.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here. Hi, I'm Eddie. 2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium here in Girard. Trojans getting set to host the Riverton Rams in the second round of the Kansas Class 3A Girls Sub-State Championship. Trojans won the opening game against Baxter Springs by the score of 56-9. Held the Lions to single digits for the entire game. And great defensive performance by the Trojans. They're going to need another good defensive performance here tonight against the Riverton Rams. The Trojans have beaten them twice this season. It's hard to beat a team for that third time, and they haven't been blowouts. They've been about 10-point, 15-point games both times this season. So the Trojans have had to pull away late in those games or hold Riverton off towards the end, and they're going to have to turn defense into offense again tonight, take care of the basketball. And Riverton's got a lot of good size and height down low. It's going to be important for the Trojans to hit some outside shots early on to stretch that defense out and keep them from collapsing down low. Erica Boatman has pretty much averaged a double-double this season. She's going to have her work cut out for her tonight. Again, a lot of size down low for Riverton. It's going to be so important for the Trojan shooters to loosen up that defense and give Erica a little bit of room to work tonight down under the bucket. Again, Trojans coming into tonight's game 19-2. They are the number 1 seed in this sub-state bracket. Riverton at 11-6. They are the number 9 seed in this bracket. Riverton was victorious over Humboldt's girls. That would be a 9 seed over an 8 seed in the first round. They won that game 42-34 over Humboldt. And then the last meeting between these two teams, Trojans won that one 40-25 at Riverton, and that was the last time these two teams met back in mid-January. And Coach Thomason's teams, he said, has made some progress since then, so he's excited to see how they are going to match up against the Trojans here tonight. Girard coming off that big 56-9 win over Baxter in the first round. The winner of tonight's game plays the winner of Caney Valley, which is traveling up to Burlington tonight. And we'll wait and see how that one turns out. We'll know tomorrow who the Trojans or the Rams will play in that championship game taking place, I want to say Friday night in Columbus. Yes, Friday night in Columbus. They haven't announced the times, but we do know it'll be Friday, and we know it'll be in Columbus. Then we'll have that game for you here on Girard Sports Live. The boys, man, and if you missed that first round game where the Trojans went out to Humboldt and stole a 1-point decision from the Cubs, thank goodness for YouTube. You can go back and watch it. I suggest you turn the volume down and watch it because it was a heck of a game by the Trojans. It was a run and gun first half, and then a complete change of philosophy at halftime. Humboldt came out, tried to take the air out of the ball, slow the game down, play a half-court game, and the Trojans were able to claw their way back into it, just never gave up on it, and came away with some clutch plays down the stretch and a 1-point win over the Humboldt Cubs, and got out of Humboldt with the win. And man, you just feel like we stole one from the number 4 seed. The Trojan boys went in as the number 13 seed and won that one in Humboldt. Now they're on the road again. They're going to have to be road warriors all the way throughout this sub-state as they're going to take on Fredonia coming up tomorrow night at 7 p.m. out in the heart of Wilson County, and we'll have that one for you on Girard Sports Live as well. Pre-game 6:30, tip-off at 7 from Fredonia. The Trojans and the Yellow Jackets facing off in the second round of sub-state, and at least tonight's the night with the weather, and we just had to come here to Girard, so hopefully Mother Nature will cooperate a little bit more tomorrow night when we got to make that trek out to Fredonia, but you guys will have the luxury of enjoying it from the comfort of your own home or on your phone in your car or wherever you're choosing to digest tonight's game. We thank you for joining us. We'll step away for another break. We come back, we'll get you the keys to the game, starting lineups as we get closer to tip-off from here in Girard. Trojans and Rams coming up. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
From the football field to the bean field, the right equipment can make all the difference. Gear up for harvest, expand your fleet, or grow your business with Tyler Jackman at Big Iron Auctions. Tyler can improve your operation conveniently, efficiently, and effectively. And if you're selling one piece or the whole operation, Big Iron can connect you with over 750,000 registered bidders. Buying or selling, go big. Big Iron Auctions. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115. BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojans get set to host the Riverton Rams, the second round of Kansas Class 3A Sub-State Playoffs. Time to get you your keys to the game. We talked about it a little bit earlier, and for these Trojan girls, it could be the key to every game, and that is turn defense into offense, take care of the basketball, hit some outside shots, and battle under the boards. They've got a height disadvantage against this Riverton team this year, but that hasn't mattered the first couple times they faced them, and the Trojans are just going to have to pull one out again tonight and battle under the boards with this Riverton squad, get position, and work hard on defense to create some offense. And then in the half court, Trojans are going to have to hit some outside shots to loosen up that zone that Riverton's likely to run against them and open some things up inside. Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of highways 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. All right, time to talk some starting lineups for tonight's game. Our starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. The Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First, for the visiting Rams, they will start 5'4" senior number 2, Landon Martin. 5'6" sophomore number 10, Ryland Thomason. 5'6" junior number 15, Ellie Helms. 5'9" junior number 21, Avery Barnett. And a 5'4" senior number 44, Lexi Mallett. For the Trojans, it'll be the standard starting 5'4" Girard. 5'8" senior guard number 11, Dry Adolph. 5'8" sophomore forward number 12, Candy Keller. 5'9" junior forward, Maddie Kester. 5'6" sophomore guard Carson O'Rand, number 22, and 5'9" junior number 23, Erica Boatman in the middle for the Trojans. All right, both the teams have been out warming up. Trojans have headed back to the locker room for some last moment words from Coach Herlocker. Riverton's still out warming up on their end of the floor. And the Trojan pep band keeping everybody entertained. We're about 7.5 minutes away from tip-off here in Girard. We'll step away for our final break so we can be back for the national anthem and the introductions. Trojans getting ready to tip it off against the Riverton Rams. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Are you tired of waiting for your internet to load at a snail's pace? Or feeling like your connection is slower than a sloth's morning routine? Maybe your current internet feels as speedy as a sunbathing turtle. Well, say goodbye to the slow lane and welcome to Crawcan Fiber Optic Internet, where we leave the slow movers in the dust. You'll zoom through the web faster than Sharky being swarmed by his adoring fans. Crawcan Fiber Optic Internet, because life's too short to wait for slow connections.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium, getting set for tip-off between the Trojans and the Riverton Rams. We've got the national anthem coming up, and I believe starting lineups as well. We'll stay right here for all that, give you a little taste of the atmosphere here at Ted R. Taylor. As I believe the Reflections are going to bring us the national anthem tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. In tonight's matchup, we have the Riverton Rams and the Girard Trojans in the KSHA 3A semifinal. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise for the presentation of our colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. Our national anthem is performed this evening by the Girard High School Reflections under the direction of Miss Meredith Reed.
All right, there's the Reflections. Getting set for the starting lineups to be introduced tonight. We've already given you those here in our broadcast. We're not used to being ahead of the curve, but just so happen to be on this occasion. Again, the winner of tonight's game will go on to play the winner of Caney Valley, who traveled up to Coffee County to take on Burlington tonight. And the winner of that game will face the Trojans Friday night in the Sub-State Championship game out of this bracket. And again, the 16-team Sub-State, 2 girls teams and 2 boys teams will go to Hutch for state out of this Sub-State. So it's not necessarily a last man standing sort of situation, but it is one and done in this Sub-State tournament, so can't afford any slip-ups if you're still alive in this bracket. Mentioned earlier, the Trojans have won both matchups with Riverton this season, but neither game has been a blowout, and these teams are very familiar with each other, and you gotta really focus if you're going to come out and try and beat a team 3 times in a season. And that's what the Trojans are expected to do here tonight. Seems like every year it comes down to the Trojans and a CNC League opponent to determine who's going to go on to the state tournament. And tonight the Trojans are facing Riverton, and we'll see what chance they have of facing another CNC League team down the way. Because 2 girls teams come out of the Sub-State, it could be 2 teams out of the league. You never know. And certainly hope that's the case just for bragging rights for the CNC. So we're getting set for the opening tip. Brought to you by Farmers Bank. Farmers Bank's proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. Farmers Bank's looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. So Avery Barnett out to jump for Riverton, and you know, it's going to be Maddie Kester jumping for the Trojans. So Barnett and Kester to tip it off to get us underway here tonight. Ball's tipped twice by Kester. The Trojans will control it. And they'll have the first crack at it offensively here tonight. O'Rand with it up top, being guarded by Martin. She'll swing it around the horn. Now Kester with it on the wing. Up top to Jariah Adolph. Picks up her dribble, looking for help, gets it to O'Rand. And looks like Riverton's playing a man-to-man defense right now against the Trojans. Keller with it up top, gets it to Adolph as they diagnose the defense here on this first possession. O'Rand dribbles it back out top of the key, gives it up to Kester. Far side to Adolph, almost walked with it, now gives it back to Kester. She drives down the lane off the glass, and she's fouled. She'll head to the line. They'll whistle that one on Landon Martin. That's her first team foul on the Rams. Coach Thomason doesn't like the call, predictably so. Kester's first shot rattles off the front iron, no good. Second one's good. Trojans lead at 1-0 here in the first inning. Ellie Helms bringing it up the floor for Riverton, gets it over to Landon Martin. Free throw line, now back up top. Martin with it again, looking down low, gets it to Avery Barnett, working under the bucket. Too strong, the rebound comes down to Thomason, and she's fouled, and will head to the line to shoot two. Let's see who they whistle this one on. They get it on Maddie Kester, and that's her first.
To the line shooting two, number 10, Rylan Thomason.
Free throw is going to be important tonight between these two teams. Thomason's first shot is good. I think if your dad's the coach, you got to make your free throws. That's just kind of an unwritten rule, I think, in basketball. And Thomason hits them both. And now Riverton with the 1-point lead. The Trojans working quickly up the floor to Keller. Down low to Kester, off the glass and good. Riverton wanted a travel call, did not get it on Keller. Now the Trojans bringing that half-court trap as they get it away to Mallett, and she throws it away, but it's stripped away from behind. Now into the hands of Barnett, working against Boatman. And they'll swing it back outside to an open Helms. Passed up a three-point shot, tries to get it down low to Barnett on the baseline. She'll dribble back out into the corner. Now over an open shot on the way from Mallett. Rolls off, no good. But Riverton again with the rebound. There's a held ball, and it will stay. Oh, no, they're going to whistle a foul against Kester. I thought one official signaled a held ball and another official signaled a foul, and then there was a meeting of the minds, and that's two early ones on Kester. She'll have to sit Marley Sisney into the game for Girard. Helms will inbound, gets it into the corner. Shot on the way from Riverton, no good. Rebound, Boatman. She's bumped, but gets it ahead to O'Rand. Trojans come away with it there on a couple of misses from Riverton. They had their chances on that possession. Now Keller drives baseline. And an offensive foul. I'm not sure they called this one on. I think they might be against Adolph, and it is. It was just, I don't know if it was an offensive foul. It was just terrible spacing between the two of them. Coach Herlocker pleading with the official. Doesn't understand how that's a foul. I'm not sure I do either. Here comes Riverton back the other way. Helms with it, and she's whistled for a double dribble. And that'll turn it back over to the Trojans. So again, a little bit sloppy here. Gracie Rance getting set to check into the game for Riverton along with Kinley King. Boatman with it. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled. And I think they're going to say it was on the floor. And the Trojans will inbound from the baseline. They whistled this one on Avery Barnett. That's her first. And so now Kinley King and Paige Rance check into the game, replacing Mallett and Ellie Helms. And I think for Riverton, this is probably their best lineup out there on the floor right now. Sisney up top, Boatman, quick three, in and out, tipped around. Body's hitting the floor. Kennedy Keller hits the floor head first. She's up, appears to be okay. Helms driving baseline, lobs it outside, shot on the way, rattles in, for Kinley King, and that's her first bucket. And it gives Riverton a 4-3 lead. Bowman thought about a three again. She'll put it on the floor, slings it out to Adolph on the wing. She'll back it out up top of the key. Now over to Keller. Sisney back to Keller. Kennedy driving. She'll kick it out to Oran. Pulls up for two and hits. That's Oran's first bucket of the night. Trojans up by one. Good thing I don't keep track of lead changes. I'm not a very good statistician. Thomason with it up top. Oran guarding her. 4.5 to play first half. Trojans by one. This has been a hotly contested first half. And that shot no good for Avery Barnett, but she's fouled and will head to the line. They're going to whistle Marley Sisney with the foul on this one. That's her fourth team foul on the Trojans with 4.5 to play here in this first quarter. Girard really needs to clean up the foul situation, as they only have one more before Riverton shooting free throws. Barnett misses the first. Second one off the mark as well. Rebound Boatman. Oran with it. She'll give it up to Adolph. Top of the key to Sisney. Now around on the wing to Keller. She drives. She's fouled. And they're going to get Paige Rance with this one, I believe. That'll be her first. Third team foul on Riverton. These officials are calling it tight here in this first quarter. Oran gets it into Boatman. Free throw line. Erica's shot up. High off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Barnett. And here comes Riverton back the other way. Helms driving into the lane. Shot on the way is up and good. Riverton came to play tonight. Trojans better match it. 1 point lead now for Riverton. Sisney with it, being harassed. Gets it over to Keller. Top of the key. Kennedy just going to pull trigger on a long three and drills it. And the Trojans up by two. Keller, ice water in her veins here in this first quarter. Barnett with it. Now King in trouble. Has it poked away, and the Trojans come away with it. Oran gets the call in from Coach Herlocker. Down under 3.5 minutes to play first quarter. Right down the lane goes Oran. She's got 4 points. The Trojans lead by 4. It's been back and forth this entire first quarter. Hope you didn't get up to get a drink or anything. That one almost thrown away. Rance chases it down in front of the Trojan bench. Into the corner to Thomason. Thomason picks up her dribble. Now has to skip pass it over to Avery Barnett. Tries to go to work with the dribble. She's cut off. Gets it down low. Shot partially deflected. Tipped away from King. She'll gather it back. Now back up top to Rance. Her pass deflected. Stolen by Boatman. Erica's off and running. Her shot no good. She's a little bit out of rhythm there as Adolph pokes it out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverton. And Erica came down awkwardly on her knee and appears to be trying to walk it off as just kind of an awkward landing on that right leg going down the floor. And if you're the Trojans, you want her to be healthy. Certainly for the rest of this run. Now Riverton with it back, trailing by 4 into the corner to Martin. Back up top to King. Top of the lane to Barnett, going to work against Sisney. She kicks it back up top for King, who likes to drive. She kicks it outside to Martin. Shot for 3 is good, and the Trojans are going to have to respect that outside shot and not leave the shooter on the perimeter. Oran with it into the lane, kicks it out to Adolph. Jiraiya across the lane. Then a travel call as Riverton turns it right back over. I think Jiraiya, there was a little bit of contact there, and it all turned out okay for the Trojans. Lexi Mallett back into the game. Gracie Rance will take a seat for Riverton. Oran to get it in. Over the top to Adolph. Back to Oran for 3. Oh, in and out. Keller just missed the rebound. Was a little too deep under the bucket. And the Trojan defense trying to pick up here in the half court. That shot no good. A battle for the rebound, and Sisney comes away with it for Girard. Trojans hanging on to a 2-point lead. Under 2 minutes to play first quarter. O'Rand with it on the ring. Carson driving again. A lot of contact. No call once again. Rebound comes down to Riverton. Racing ahead is Helms. She loses it out of bounds. It'll stay. They're going to say last touch by the Trojans. It'll stay with Riverton in the half court. And a timeout as Coach Thomason wants to talk it over with his team. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. 1:29 to play first quarter. Trojans leading by 2. And it's been an up and down game. And hopefully everybody's staying hydrated because at this rate, it's going to be a long night. Riverton with the ball, the inbound from their baseline, coming out of the timeout. If you're the Trojans, you got to watch the outside shooters. Riverton's been driving and kicking. And that's what's worked best for them so far in this first quarter. They'll get it in. King with it. Dribbling, cut off by O'Rand into the lane, gets to her spot. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Adolph. Jarias running for the Trojans, but no numbers, so she'll slow it down. O'Rand near side to Sisney. Into the corner to Boatman. Thought about a three. Now she'll drive into the lane. Just short with the shot. Gets a rebound and put back. No good. Gets her own rebound again. Dribbles out of traffic. Back to Adolph. She'll take the three. In and out. Rebound. Keller kicks it, and it's picked off. And then a foul by Adolph in the open floor, and it prevents a run out for Riverton. So I guess that's a good foul by Jariah. That's her second. Bailey Walker into the game for the Trojans, replacing Adolph. As the Trojans with 2 girls, Adolph and Kester, playing with 2 fouls right now. Both of them are on the Trojan bench. So a lot of clutch shooting and leadership on the bench right now for the Trojans, and Ellie Helms at the line to shoot a pair because that was the Trojans' 5th team foul. First one off the mark.
Subbing in for the Rams, number 10, Ryland Thomason, and for the Trojans, number 25, Bailey Walker.
Thomason into the game for Riverton, Bailey Walker in for the Trojans. Paige Rance getting set to check in for the Rams. She'll replace Avery Barnett. Second shot off the mark, rebound Keller. There's a foul on the Trojan into the floor. And that'll send Kendi Keller to the free throw line to shoot a 2. And they whistle that one on Lexi Mallett. That's her first. 4th team foul on Riverton. Oh, first shot off the mark for Keller.
Coming in for the Rams, number 21, Avery Barnett.
Avery Barnett back into the game, replacing Paige Rance. So a little offense for defense here for Coach Thomason in the last 51 seconds of the first half. Second shot on the way from Keller again off the back iron, no good. Rebound battled for, and they're going to say it's Riverton ball. As Keller comes up empty, she's got 3 points. Trojans still leading by 2. It's been a while. They'll get it ahead to Martin. Now Mallett with it on the wing, looking into the corner. Back out to Mallett, guarded by O'Rand, working off a kind of screen by Barnett. Into the lane now goes Avery. And an air ball and saved by Barnett, but right to Keller. And the Trojans have it back. Sisney with it, over to the wing to Keller. Back up top to Boatman. Erica down the lane off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. and the putback is good. And Coach Thomason wanting to charge on that play, but it was kind of a flop by Barnett right at the free throw line. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Trojans leading by 4, 12-8. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live. Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
Riverton with the ball to start the second quarter. Landon Martin with it on the wing. She gives it up to Ellie Helms, gets it down low to Avery Barnett, now kicks it back out to King. Got away with a little bit of a carry there, now kicks it around to Martin. Back to King. Back to Martin. She'll drive baseline, gives it up to Thomason. She'll have to kick it out. Now back to Martin, her shot blocked. Boatman comes away with it, and she's fouled in the open floor by Rylan Thomason. And that should be 5. Or no, that's the first team foul on Riverton here in the second quarter. It's first foul on Thomason. And it'll be Trojan ball, 7:27 to play. Second quarter, Girard leading by 4. So they get a defensive stop to start the second quarter. Maddie Kester back out on the floor offensively for Girard, and she walked with it and turned it over as it was she kind of had to double clutch that pass to Sisney. And turned it over. Now back with Riverton with it. Helms handling, she'll give it up to King. Working against Adolph. And there's an offensive foul against Riverton. And they called that one on Avery Barnett. That's her second team foul. I didn't see it, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Barnett will sit Paige Rance back into the game for Riverton. All right, Trojans got it. We're back underway. 7 minutes to play, second quarter. Trojans turned it over on their first offensive possession of this quarter. Play coming in from the sideline. Boatman with it, picks up her dribble. Kicks it back out to Sisney. Marley gives it up to Adolph. And the Trojans are going to reset a little bit here. Back to O'Rand. Riverton doing a good job of collapsing that defense into the lane when the Trojans try to go with the dribble drive. Adolph with it in front of the Trojan student section, feeds down low to Kester. A lot of traffic for Maddie. Rance just a little too tall for Kester to just be able to turn around and shoot. That shot no good, a battle for the rebound, and the Trojans are going to come away with it. O'Rand will handle it across the timeline. Sisney with it, dribbles baseline, now picks up a dribble, gets it down low to Boatman. Working in the lane, Erica's turnaround, no good, in and out. There's a held ball, and it's going to stay with Girard. Good effort by Boatman to follow her shot. Fight for that rebound is, woof, getting physical down there. I'm glad I'm up here. Oran on the baseline gets it into Boatman. Driving baseline, spinning. She's fouled. And they're going to call it on the floor. They whistle this one against Rylan Thomason. That's her second. And you get the feeling with Erica, she just keeps spinning and pump faking. Somebody's going to foul her. I mean, she kind of gets into a defender and starts spinning and whirling, and it's hard not to foul. Kester is going to be whistled for another travel. And there's a lot of contact there that might have caused that extra step. But nonetheless, Trojans will turn it over. And Riverton with it here, trailing by 4. Trojans just can't seem to get any breathing room against this Riverton team as that one's thrown off the leg of Jariah Adolph. It'll stay with Riverton. They'll inbound from the baseline.
Something in for the Trojans, number 12, Kennedy Keller.
Kennedy Keller back into the game. Carson Oran will take a seat. Landon Martin inbound for Riverton. She'll get it into King on the wing. She'll dribble up top. Back to Martin. Looking down low. She tries to get it to Barnett. Does. Back to Martin. Now to Thomason. Driving on Boatman. Erica got a clean block but then couldn't handle it. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverton. This is now their third opportunity on this possession. 5:22 first half. Trojans leading it by 4. Quickly get it in. Thompson thought about it. Her shot blocked by Kester. Adolph comes away with it for Girard, being trailed by Thomason. And then that's a held ball. Okay. Yeah, okay. And possession will favor Riverton. That'll give it back to him. Coach Herlocker can't really believe it, but it's going to be Riverton ball with Helms inbounding to King. King will bring it up the floor. Gives it up to Landon Martin. Drives to the free throw line. Back to King. She'll try a 3. Short of the mark. Rebound Boatman. We've been at 12-8 for a long time here. Keller launches a 3 and drills it. 6 points for Kennedy Keller. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. Trojans leading it by 7. 4:51 to play. Second quarter. 30-second timeout. Coach Thomason wanted to talk it over with his squad. He's letting officials hear about it, but it's been pretty evenly called thus far. And the Trojans hit some big outside shots. Kennedy Keller with 2 3-point buckets. One in the first quarter with a hand in her face, and this second one just before the timeout to give the Trojans a 7-point lead. Avery Barnett back into the game along with Lexi Mallett for Riverton. Rance will take a seat along with Thomason. Martin gets it on the inbound and she'll bring it up the floor unimpeded across the timeline. Adolph picks her up into the corner to King. Back up top to Thomason. Now Mallett with it on the wing, looking down low. Her pass tipped away out of bounds by Kester. It'll stay with Riverton. You get the feeling these Trojan girls just love to play defense. They're frustrating people left and right. It ends up in the hands of King off the deflection on the inbound. Martin almost walked with it. Then her shot's partially blocked. Ends up in the hands of Sisney. 5th turnover of the night, unofficially, for Riverton. Trojans with it on the offensive end. Keller going to drive into King. Off the glass and good. 8 points for Keller. Trojans up by 9. Helms directing traffic. Gets it to Avery Barnett. Guarded by Adolph. She drives, spinning into the lane, kicks out to Martin. Now back to Mallett into the lane. Nowhere to go with it, nothing but white jerseys, and it's taken away. Trojans come away with it, and Adolph will bring it across the timeline. Keller with it way up top. Now to Kester on the wing. To Boatman, driving down the lane, spinning baseline. Shot is off the mark. Rebound comes down to Keller. Battle for the rebound. It should stay with the Trojans, and it does.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 22, Carson O'Rand.
O'Rand back into the game for Girard.
Subbing in for the Rams, number 10,
Sisney sits.
Thomason.
Rylan Thomason back into the game for Riverton. Landon Martin heads for the bench. Inbound pass over the top to Kester. Now Adolph with it, way up top. Gives it back up to Maddie. Changes directions, drives down the lane, off the glass, and good. 5 points for Kester. Trojans by 11. First double-digit lead of the night for either team. Barnett with it at the three-point line. Now over to King on the wing. She gives it up to Mallet, and she has it. She's tied up by O'Rand, and it should be Trojan ball by way of the possession arrow, and it is. And that is turnover number 7 on Riverton. My watch says this is a loud environment, and it is correct. Kester with it on the wing, surveying the floor, overthrows Boatman and throws it away to Avery Barnett, who now has to pick up her dribble, kicks it over to Helms. Now Kinley King with it, back to Helms, top of the key. She gets the play in from the sideline, and here they go. Helms trying to drive baseline, goes around a crowd of Trojans and stepped on the end line, and that's turnover number 8. We'll give it back to the Trojans, leading by 11, 2:29 to play first half. O'Rand with it, gives it up to Keller. Down low to Boatman, working with her back to the basket. Now she'll work baseline against Helms. Kicks it into the corner, and they're going to whistle a travel against Boatman. She wanted a foul, doesn't get the call, and it's just too much dribbling. And the Trojans turn it over. I have that as their 3rd of the night. Now Thomason with it on the wing, working off a kind of a screen. Now back out top to Thomason, guarded by O'Rand. Over to King. Carson picks her up. She tries to spin. Now gives it up to Mallet. Back up top to Helms. Cut off. And they're just rotate around defensively to where there's always a white jersey in your face. Mallet with it. She gives it up to King, wants to drive into the lane and does. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Kester. Minute 28 and counting, first half. Trojans leading it by 11 as O'Rand walks across the timeline. She's directing traffic, sends Sisney out. Now back down to O'Rand in deep. She'll give it back out to Keller. Sisney driving. Marley off the side of the backboard, gets it back herself. Tries to go reverse action, can't get it to go. And that's her 3rd rebound on this possession. And Coach Herlocker like pleading, please, let's get this under control here. Boatman with it, three-point line. Now she's going to drive into the lane, looking for somewhere. Gives it up to O'Rand up top. And again, no shot clock in the CNC. Over to Kennedy Keller. Drives, now she'll back it out. Boatman with it, NBA range, down low to Kester. Maddie off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Mallet. Long possession for the Trojans, though. King with it up top. The fake countdown by the Trojan student section, not effective. King with it again into the corner to Thomason. There's a foul down low as they're reaching in on Barnett. They're going to whistle this one against Carson O'Rand. That's her first team foul in this second quarter. Barnett and King will sit. Gracie Rance and Landon Martin back into the game, along with, I'm going to have to get to know my roster. C.J. Busby. Thomason with it, driving into the lane, over to Rance, and her shot is good. Trojans have been doing an excellent job collapsing. Oh, shot off the glass by Sisney. No good. The Trojans lead it by 9 at the break, 19-10. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. At the half, the Trojans lead the Riverton Rams 19-10. Trojans led 12-8 after the first quarter and outscored Riverton 7-2 in that second quarter. It wasn't particularly high scoring, but it was up and down, a lot of action, just not a lot of points in that second quarter. But the Trojans lead it here at the half by 9. That eye on the game brought to you by Kanar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kanar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kanar Eye Care with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard's here to help the valued customers. Learn more at CanarEyeCare.com. All right, let's take a look at some of these first half stats brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie, dirt's heavy. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling, and leveling. Call B&B Excavating at 620-724-2735. First for the Riverton Rams. They're led in scoring by Landon Martin. She's got 3. And then Rylan Thomas, Ellie Helms, Kinley King, and then Gracie Rance have a bucket each. And that's all the scoring tonight for Riverton. For the Trojans, they're led in scoring by Kennedy Keller. She's got 8, 6 of those coming from beyond the arc. Maddie Kester's got 5, Carson Oran with 4, and Erica Boatman with a bucket back in the first quarter to round out the scoring for the Girard Trojans. This is the GN Bank halftime show brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. We're going to step away for a break. When we come back, we'll take a look ahead at the second half, maybe peek ahead at the boys matchup tomorrow night on the road as they travel to Fredonia to take on the Yellow Jackets in second round action. And man, if you didn't see the 1-point win the boys pulled off on the road at Humboldt, that one's worth going back and checking out. And because of the magic of YouTube, that's possible. So if you get a chance, tune in to Girard Sports Live on YouTube. Go back and watch that Humboldt game. Man, it was a barn burner down the stretch. It was a run and gun game first half, and then the second half turned into a half-court game, and that allowed the Trojans to claw their way back into it and come away with the win. Boys never quit, and they hung around, and stole one in Humboldt in the first round, and hopefully they can get another dub on the road tomorrow night as we take on the Fredonia Yellow Jackets out in Wilson County. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching the GN Bank halftime show on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do-it-yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Getting set for the second half. Trojans leading the Riverton Rams by 9 at the break. Riverton will have the ball to start the second half. Of course, switch ends of the floor for the second half. As Martin to inbound, she'll get it into Helms, and we're underway. Back to Martin on the wing. Helms in the corner. Back to Martin up top, looking for somewhere to go with it. Gives it up to Mallet, top of the key. Now back to Helms. And Barnett gets it middle of the lane. Oh, Boatman got it cleanly, but she swatted at it. I think she'd have stayed straight up. She might have not gotten that call. But Erica's going to pick up her first personal. And for your coach, Herlocker, you'll live with Erica picking up her first at the beginning of the third quarter. You'll take it. Avery Barnett at the line to shoot a pair. She's 0 for 2 from the stripe tonight. Make that 1 of 3. That's Barnett's first point of the night. Nobody on this Riverton roster has more than 3 points so far. Barnett misses the second. Rebound comes down to Adolph. She rips it away. And the Trojans with it back, leading by 8. O'Rand will handle it up the floor. Now to Maddie Kester, trying to get the rotation sorted out here as Keller will back it out and calls for Kester to come back and take it. She does. Now they'll swing it around the horn to O'Rand. The Trojans doing a lot of work on the perimeter right now. Over the top, it's tipped away by Barnett as O'Rand forced that one in there. And they're going to whistle this foul against Keller. And that's no good for the Trojans. I believe that's Kennedy's third. Or no, I'm sorry, it's just her first.
Foul number 12, Kennedy Keller, her first, team second.
Or it's her first. Second team foul on the Trojans here early in this third quarter. Not even a minute gone by. Trojans have picked up 2 team fouls. Now Thomason with it on the left wing. Working against O'Rand. Kicks it over to Helms. Working against Keller. She'll step back. It's a long 2 off the back iron. No good. Rebound, Erica Boatman. She'll push it up the floor. Skip pass over to Adolph on the left wing. Now they'll swing it back near side to Kester. Nice look to find the cutting Adolph. That's Jariah's first bucket of the game. Trojans lead it by 10. Largest lead of the night's been 11 for Girard. Helms kicks it over to Martin. Her pass picked off by Boatman in the lane. 9th turnover of the night on Riverton. Trojans have it back, trying to add to the 10-point lead. Kester, they'll swing it around the horn to Keller, standing outside the 3-point line. Now Adolph cut off by Thomason. Back out to Keller. Kennedy working against Thomason. She'll give it up to Adolph. And she's fouled outside by Thomason. That'll be 3 on Ryland.
Foul on number 10, Ryland Thomason, her third, team first.
Trojans inbound from the baseline. O'Rand to throw it in. Gets it in over the top to Kester. Now down to Boatman, working baseline. Erica's tied up. And they're going to say a held ball. It'll stay with the Trojans. It should. Yep, possession arrow favors Girard. And just a lot of blue jerseys down there. If you're counting heads, probably not going to make a lot of hay with 4 blue jerseys around you down there. Get it into Keller. Almost walked with it. Gives it up to Adolph. Now back to Keller. Gets it over to O'Rand. She'll take a wide open three and nails it. 7 points for Carson O'Rand. The Trojans lead by 13. Math is hard. Ellie Helms with it for Riverton, back the other way. She dribbles back to the top of the key, kicks it over to Martin. Now Thomason with it on the far side. We got a foul down low. I think they're going to whistle Boatman for a push away from the ball, battling for position with Avery Barnett.
Foul on number 23, Erica.
That's Erica's second quickly here in this third quarter. Coach Sherlocker telling everybody, calm down. Control your emotions in this situation. Adolph will sit. Sisney into the game for Girard. Into the lane to Thomason. Her shot blocked by Boatman, who is standing like a statue, perfectly still in there, blocks it. And now the Trojans with it, leading by 13. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. O'Rand going to work. Dribbles into trouble, now kicks it out to Maddie Kester. And if you're the Trojans, you don't have to do anything super quick here. Kester drives into a crowd, forces one up, and she's going to be whistled for a travel. That's the third travel call of the game against Maddie Kester. Now the Rams with it back off the turnover. Ellie Helms kicks it over to Martin. Now a skip pass deflected out of bounds by Kester. And if you're going to throw that length of a pass against the Trojans, you better put something on it. And she just kind of laid it out there, and Kester able to get a hand on it. And Riverton fortunate that Kester didn't tip it forward and end up with a run out. Martin gets it off the inbound, working against O'Rand. Kicks it near side to Thomason into the lane. She's going to be whistled for a double dribble. I have that as turnover number 10.
Coming in for the Lady Rams, number 13, Kinley King.
Kinley King into the game for Riverton, replacing Mallett, who will sit. O'Rand will bring it up the floor for the Trojans. 4:29 and counting here in this third quarter. O'Rand driving, kicks it out. Keller launches another three. That one off the mark. Kind of unorthodox shooting motion that Kennedy has. She's dropped a couple of them in the first half. Couldn't get that one to fall. Now King with it around to Martin. And that pass tip stolen away by Keller. Off the glass and good. 10 points for Keller. Trojans by 15. Helms with it. Skip pass over to Martin on the wing. Martin working against O'Rand. Carson guarding her very closely. She throws it away. Turnover number 11. And Kennedy Keller will take a seat for the Trojans, get a breather after all the running back and forth she's been doing. And trying to see who came. I think Adolph came in for Keller. Maybe it was Sisney. Marley with it now, gives it up to Maddie Kester. Behind the back dribble, Kester driving off the glass, won't go. Rebound tipped around, and guess what? Sisney's going to come away with it for the Trojans, and a quick timeout by Coach Herlocker to save the possession for Girard. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. And that's your coach. That's your coach saving that possession. Good effort by Sisney to dive on that loose ball. And she's kind of feeling it right now, but good job by Coach Herlocker. Call that quick timeout the moment she secured possession. The official right there, he was in his ear, and that saves the possession for the Trojans. They'll have it back, leading by 15. Coming out of the timeout. I think you can hear it in his voice in the post-game interviews, the passion that the coach has for his players and his team, and one of the most engaged individuals you will meet once they tip it off. And he's right on top of it for that timeout call. Trojans inbound here. O'Rand to get it in over the top to Kester. Maddie spinning baseline, launches one up off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to King. She's being trailed. Thomason with it. Her shot off the glass is good for Riverton. And that's their first field goal of this third quarter. Kester with it right now on the wing. Gets it over to Orand, into the corner to Adolph, driving baseline. Jiraiya, reverse layup is good. 4 points for Adolph all in this third quarter. The Trojans leading by 15 once again. Their biggest lead of the night. King trying to get it down low to Barnett, and does, working against Boatman. She gets the shot and the foul, and that will be 3 on Erica. Nice move by Barnett.
Foul on number 23, Erica Boatman, her third, team fourth. To the line for the AM1, number 21, Avery Barnett, and subbing in for the Lady Trojans, number 12.
And Kennedy Keller back into the game. Boatman will sit with 3 fouls. Erica with just 2 points tonight, but been battling down low. Barnett's free throw is good. Barnett's got 4 for Riverton. Keller driving baseline, kicks back out to Adolph. Jiraiya directing a little bit of traffic. Lone senior out on the floor right now for the Trojans, working off a screen from Kester. And she's fouled, heading to the bucket. And Jiraiya will shoot a pair. They whistle this one on Ellie Helms. That's her first.
Team second. To the line, shooting to number 11, Jiraiya Adolph.
First one off the mark. Trojans haven't shot free throws very well tonight. Just 1 for 5. Make that 1 for 6 from the free throw line tonight, but the rebound and the putback is good for Maddie Kester. Kester's got 12. Trojans by 14. King for 3, in and out, rebound, Sisney. Oh, Marley almost throws it away. Fortunately, Orand able to track it down, and the Trojans have it down in the half court. Adolph put it on the floor, back to Sisney. Marley looking around, gives it up to Maddie Kester. She'll pull the trigger on a 3. No good. Rebound comes down to the Trojans. Orand with it. Now Kester's going to drive down the lane. She's fouled, and they're going to whistle this one on Ellie Helms, and that'll be her second.
Foul on number 15, Ellie Helms, her second team.
And that should be the third team foul on Riverton, and it is. Trojans will inbound from the baseline. Orand to throw it in. Orand over the top to Sisney on the right wing. She gets it down low to Kester. She drives baseline. She's fouled. Shot no good. And Maddie will head to the stripe. They whistle this foul on Avery Barnett. That's her third. So both Thomason and Barnett with 3 fouls right now for Riverton.
Number 14, Maddie Kester.
First shot is good.
Coming in for the Lady Trojans, number 23, Erica Boatman.
Erica Boatman back in, replacing Sisney. Marley will sit. And Kester hits them both. 7 points for Maddie Kester. Trojans leading by 16. Kinley King handling it up the floor, guarded by Orand. Kicks it into the corner to Barnett, guarded by Boatman. She'll dribble straight through. Back up top, Mallet, shot on the way, no good, short of the mark. Rebound, Thomason, her putback, no good, tipped around. And I think they may have Erica for a over-the-back foul. And they do. That's 4 on Boatman. She's going to have to sit right back down. After checking back into the game, we probably won't see Erica until,
To the line, shooting 2, number 10,
nope.
Riley and Thomason.
Just going to leave her in the game at this point. With 1:12 to play third quarter, Erica's going to have to be super careful playing with 4 fouls. Thomason, first shot on the way, hits front iron, no good.
Subbing in for the Lady Trojans, number 10, Marley Sisney.
Sisney into the game, replacing Boatman, who will now sit with her 4 fouls. And I think they just had to wait till after the first shot in order to do the substitution. Thomason's second shot is true. 5 points for Rylan Thomason. Trojans by 15. O'Ran directing traffic. A minute to play, third quarter. Trojans could hold for the last shot here. It's not really their style, but they could do it. Sisney with it, gives it up to Adolph on the wing. Trojans cutting around. A lot of motion in this offense. Sisney gets it over to O'Ran. Back to Keller, driving baseline off the glass and good. 14 points for Kennedy Keller. Trojans by 17. Thomason with it. Mallett trying to get it down low to Barnett. They do. Avery's shot is good. And the Trojans fortunate that Maddie Kessler didn't pick up a foul on that possession. O'Rand with it. She'll give it up to Keller. Over to Adolph. Sisney gives it up to O'Rand. Under 10. O'Rand back to Kester. And there's a foul called. I thought they were going to whistle her for a travel. I was about to lose my mind, but it's a foul. Better not change it to a travel. And they whistle this foul on Rylan Thomason. That's her fourth. So Thomason will head to the bench for Riverton with her 4 fouls. Kester's first shot, no good. And second one hits. Maddie 3 for 5 from the free throw line tonight, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trojans lead it 35-19. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor. Riverton with the ball coming out to begin the fourth quarter. They get it quickly to Thomason, middle of the lane, working on Kester, and she's fouled. Hits the ground hard. She looks like she's okay. We're going to see who they whistle this foul on. A couple of officials are going to have to get together. It could be on anybody, a couple of different Trojan players down low. And they whistle it on Kennedy Keller. That's her second. So if you're the Trojans between Kester and Keller, you would prefer that Kennedy pick that one up, and she does. It's on the floor. It's not a shooting foul. So Riverton will have to inbound from the baseline. And somebody's going to have to go down there and throw it in. There we go. Landon Martin steps up to the plate. She'll throw it in. She does to Kinley King. Looking down low, trying to get it to Thomason or Barnett. And you think Riverton's strategy is to get it into the paint. They do. Thomason hits the shot. She's got 7. And the Trojan lead is 14. Keller with it. Over to Sisney. Now Adolph with it on the far side. She'll dribble back up top. Gets it to O'Ran. Now back to Sisney. And the Trojans don't have to hurry. Keller with it. Gives it up to Adolph. O'Rand over to Sisney. Now O'Rand with it. Almost, she could have spun into the lane with it. Keller can't get it to go. Rebound Kester. She's fouled. And the bucket. That's 10 for Kester, with a chance to make it 11 right here at the stripe. That's 4 on Barnett. First team foul on Riverton in the fourth quarter. So now Thomason and Barnett playing with 4 fouls for Riverton. And Kester converts the three-point play. Quickly down the other way. Martin with the long three-point shot off the mark. Rebound Marley Sisney. And one shot and done that time for Riverton. Trojans do a good job on the boards. Sisney with it now to Adolph and Keller with it on the left wing. Back to Adolph. Trojans chewing up some clock aerobically, doing a lot of running and dribbling. But this possession is going to take some time as they get it down low to Adolph. No foul as she was clobbered under the bucket. Turns it over. Now quickly comes Thomason down the other way for Riverton. They get it out to Helms. Dribbles in, drug her pivot foot. Now kicks it out to Barnett to Martin. Now Helms with it again. Back to Martin, middle of the lane. Thomason, shot no good. Rebound battled for. And it's a held ball. And Riverton's called a timeout, a full, but it was a held ball. So I don't know what that does. It'll be Trojan ball off of the possession arrow as Coach Thomason decided not to take that timeout since it was not going to save the possession. Thomason checks out. Lexi Mallet into the game for Riverton. Thomason will sit with 4 fouls. O'Rand to inbound. Gets it into Sisney. And Marley will handle it up the floor. Gets it to O'Rand, who is calling for it. Under 6 minutes to play. Keller being guarded by Helms. Hits the floor hard. No foul call. Sisney's fouled in the lane. Okay, there we go. And I guess 1 whistle, 3 fouls. And the Trojans, are they going to call this in the act of shooting? And they are, and it'll send, and that's on Avery Barnett. That's 5 on Barnett, and she's done for the night and for the season. And Rylan Thomason will check back into the game for Riverton, and Barnett, really one of their better players. And so, I mean, you're upset anytime you foul out, but when it happens in a sub-state game, it's just that much rougher. I never played any sub-state games, but I did foul out regularly, so I know the feeling. First shot for Sisney is good. That's Marley's first point of the night. She's into the scoring column. Trojans lead by 18. Sisney trying to make it 19 right here. Ooh, in and out. Rebound comes down. Keller battling for it, but has it ripped away by Helms. Gets it ahead to Thomason, who has it stripped from behind by Carson O'Rand, and it's going to be off Thomason. It'll be Trojan ball, and understandably, Thomason a little upset about that, and Thomason will sit. Oh, kind of a wild course of events there. The Trojans comes out in their favor. That one's tipped out of bounds. It should be tipped out of bounds by Riverton. Yeah, it'll be Trojan ball. And you got Keller with it off the inbound. Kennedy's going to handle it up the floor. Ahead to Adolph. Jiraiya dribbles back out as the Trojans are absolutely refusing to be hurried up by Riverton in this scenario. O'Rand's going to drive baseline around a crowd, gets it to Kester. Maddie's off the glass and good. Thirteen points for Kester. Trojans by 20. Mallet with it at the free throw line. Has it poked away, but it ends up in the hands of Martin. Back to King. She's cut off, has to dribble back out of trouble. Skip pass over to Martin, into the corner to Rance. Looking at taking a shot over Adolph. Then she gives it up. Back to Martin, and it's poked away by Jiraiya and stolen. Good half-court defense that time by the Trojans, and Jiraiya Adolph in particular. She defended 2 players and ended up with a steal. Keller hits a cutting Sisney. She's fouled. And they're going to whistle this one on Landon Martin. That'll be her second. Third team foul on Riverton. As this one's starting to get away from the Rams here with under 4.5 to play. Oranda inbound. Trojans trying to, it's thrown away on the inbound, and away comes Helms with it. Ahead to Thomason, off the glass, no good. Rebound, King. Her putback no good, but she's fouled. Thomason's wondering how she didn't get a foul call there. That's 3 on Adolph. And it will send Kinley King to the line. It looks like Thomason wants to shoot the free throws, but it'll be King. First one no good off the back iron. And the second one also off the back iron. Rebound by Jiraiya Adolph. Now Rand with it. She'll give it up to Keller. And Sisney with it. Over to O'Rand. 4 minutes and counting as Coach Thomason imploring his team to turn up the defensive pressure. O'Rand in the lane. She's clobbered. Gang tackled. And she'll head to the line. Maybe. No. Yes. That one's on Ellie Helms. That's 3 on Helms. 4th team foul on Riverton. And O'Rand, they called it a shooting foul. I don't know. And she's going to head to the line to shoot. Hits the first one.
To the line, shooting 2, number 22, Carson O'Rand.
8 points for Carson. And she's given the Trojans a 21-point lead and trying to make it 22 right here. And she does. Nine points for O'Rand. Martin with it to Mallet, overthrows Thomason, and that'll turn it back over to the Trojans.
Subbing in for the Lady Rams, number 34, Gracie Rance.
Rance replaces Mallet for Riverton. O'Rand with it on the run, chased down by King. No foul call on the shot. Rebound comes down to Rance. And Helms is cut off by O'Rand. Driving into the lane. Shot on the way, no good. Long rebound. There's a foul on the floor. I think, are they going to whistle this one on the Trojans? Maybe. And they got Marley Sisney with that one. Marley's looking around like, what? Just laughing. It's her second. 3rd team foul on the Trojans. Lexi Mallet back into the game for Riverton. Kinley King will head for the bench. Martin inbound. Over the top. They get it into Thomason. She walked with it. Trojans with it now off the inbound as O'Rand will hand it up the floor with Thomason guarding her. Now gives it up to Sisney, around the horn to Kennedy Keller, now back down low to Marley. Back up top to Kester. As the Trojans seem content to burn a little clock. That one tipped away and stolen though, you can't do that. Ahead to Helms, off the glass and good. And you can take a lot of time, you just can't give up a turnover, and Trojans did right there and almost turned it over again. And there's a foul. That one's going to go against Ryla Thomason as she cut the legs out from under Maddie Kester. And Ryland's, that's her 5th foul.
Fouls on number 10, Ryland Thomason. That's her 15th.
And she wanted to stay in the game. She's like, I'm okay. And then her dad was like, no, that's your 5th foul. Kinley King back into the game for Riverton, replacing Thomason. There's a timeout on the floor. Full timeout. We'll take a quick break. 2:51 to play. Trojans leading by 20. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Coming out of the timeout, Maddie Kester hit the first of 2 free throws.
As well as number 11, Chloe Green.
And we're getting some subs in the game now for Riverton.
Also subbing in for
Chloe Green checking into the game. Savannah Matthews in, and there's one more. Savannah Matthews, yeah, okay. And Kester hit them both. Trojans leading by 22. Rance with it at the free throw line, kicks it back out, swings it around, Helms with it on the wing. Ellie puts it on the floor, into the lane, elevates, shot on the way off the back iron, no good, rebound, Maddie Kester. And the Trojans really just need to walk this one up the floor. O'Ran pumps the brakes. They'll slow it down a little bit. Keller with it up top, guarded by Rance. Sisney with it, picked up her dribble, gets it to Maddie Kester, now back out to Carson O'Ran. Keller with it, over to Sisney, had it poked away, but right back to Keller. Trojans fortunate to hang on to it there. 2 minutes and counting left to play in this one. Trojans in the driver's seat, leading it by 22 over the Riverton Rams. They want to advance to the championship game of this Kansas Class 3A sub-state and hopefully earn themselves a trip to the 3A state tournament in Hutch. That shot no good for O'Ran, but she's fouled and will earn a trip to the line. I think they're going to get Matthews with this one. Nope, never mind. It's on Chloe Green. Just checked into the game. That's her first. It'll send O'Ran to the line to shoot a pair. Carson, 3 of 3 from the stripe tonight. Pushes the lead to 23. And now emptying the bench for Riverton is Ava Coleman into the game. And O'Ran hits them both.
Coming in for the Lady Trojans, number 25.
7 points in the second half for Carson O'Ran, 4 of them from the charity stripe as she's 4 for 4 in this fourth quarter. Riverton to inbound. And Green will handle it up the floor. Guarded by O'Ran. Spins, has it stripped away by Kennedy Keller. Off and running goes Kennedy. Had an open shot at it, instead dribbles it out. Doing the smart thing for your team instead of the best thing for your stats. And Keller is that kind of player and has been all year for this Girard squad. Green guarding Keller. There's a timeout, Trojans. I don't know if it's a full or a 30. He just wanted to sub some players in. And it's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. The Trojans have really turned it on in this second half, turning what was a 9-point lead at the half into a 24-point lead coming down the stretch of this fourth quarter. And Coach Herlock are going to some mass substitutions. And I'm going to have to get my roster out here and get ready to go, because there's going to be some faces that maybe we haven't seen too much of this year entering into this game for the Trojans.
Number 2, Autumn Avery. Number 21, Reagan O'Plotnick. And number 31,
Reagan O'Plotnick, Autumn Avery, and Brooke Stafford into the game for the Trojans. I do know those names. Now Breeley Merrill getting set to check in as well. Stafford with it, guarded by Rance. She'll give it up to Avery. Now back to Stafford. Brooke holding on to it. Now gives it up to Bailey Walker at the top of the key. Back to Stafford. And if you've watched Brooke play this year, you know she's just looking for a chance to shoot that three. Back down to Brooke in the lane. Off the glass is good. Stafford into the scoring column, and the Trojans lead it by 26. Some new faces for Riverton as well. Coleman with it. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverton. Merrill checking in. And Carson Oran will take a seat for Girard. CJ Busby in the game now for Riverton. Green, three-point shot on the way, misses the mark. Rebound comes down to Riverton, and Bailey Walker pulls down the board off the miss. And there's an equipment issue as Savannah Matthews lost a tire down there, and we'll get a little stoppage here for her to put her shoe back on. We're good to go. 26.1 left to play in this one, and I have a feeling that the Trojans will just dribble it out. Well, no, Brooks got it, so watch out. Avery with it, now back to Stafford. O'Plotnick, now Bailey Walker with it, back up top to Avery. Now O'Plotnick picks up her dribble, needs some help, gives it back up to Avery, guarded by Green. Avery's gonna stand there and hold it. And that's gonna do it. The Trojan girls improved to 20-2 on the season. They win this one 49-23 over the Riverton Rams. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the Eastside Cafe postgame show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live. Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the Four States winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. Trojan girls come away with the 49-23 win over the Riverton Rams, and they'll advance to the championship game of this bracket of the Columbus Class 3A Sub-State. And right now we're joined by head coach Brad Herlocker of the Girard Trojans. And coach, man, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. And man, your girls, it was just across the board an awesome defensive performance tonight.
Yeah, that's been our constant all year long. Riverton has a really nice ball club, and they score a lot more points on most people, and just can't say enough about the defense. Kennedy Keller once again on number 15, Carson at times, Jiraiya at times, kind of tag team that deal tonight. Got in some foul trouble and some things, and we managed that, and I thought came out the other end of that one. But it's always a touch and go with that, but. Can't be more proud of the defensive effort, and what I've really noticed over the last part of this season is that the poise that we play with, and the kids are playing with poise and just really bringing it.
Yeah, and that first half was an up and down physical game, and I thought, well, this is the kind of game the Girard girls like to play. If you want to go up and down and be physical, then they're right in your wheelhouse. And
well, Sub-State, there's so much energy, and for one team, the season's over. And so you have in that first quarter, you hope you survive it. There's a lot of nervous energy from both sides. And you just got to slow down and remember, what got you there? Why are you playing in this game? Why are you the 1 seed? And I thought they went ahead and did that very well.
Well, it's a fairly, a 9-point game at the half. And then your girls really just turned it on in that third quarter, held Riverton to just 2 points in the quarter and really pulled away. Is there some adjustment you made at halftime or some message you gave them that –
Just to be a little bit more patient on offense and, the more – like the longer our possession went, the more they got tighter and tighter and tighter on us. And then as they got tight on us, we got – even more wide open shots eventually on cuts and different things like that. I felt like they were overguarding us especially as the possession would wear on. And then, I feel like we rebounded the ball better overall in the second half. We didn't do a great job. If I had a critique in that first half, I thought we gave up. And most of their points probably did come in that first half from that second chance opportunity. So I thought we cleaned that up. We did that, I think, against Colgan. And they dried up in that fourth quarter, and so I think we did a much better job rebounding in that second half.
And you guys are going to go on to play the winner of Caney Valley and Burlington. Both pretty high seeds in the bracket, but both of those teams going to have to travel a lot further to get to Columbus than we are.
Caney, we haven't seen them yet this year. Burlington, we saw them. We beat them for third place in the Burlington tournament, but if you'll remember that first half, they had us down 9. They've got shooters. They've got a nice post inside. really nice ball club, and so we'll have to be at our best. We'll have to have that poise. We'll have to box people out, and then execute our offense the way we did in that second half.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. I know you're going to go celebrate it with your team and then right back to work in practice this week. And we look forward to seeing you in Columbus.
Lots of film tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, let's take Coach Brad Herlocker of the Girard Trojans. They come out on top tonight, 49-23 over the Riverton Rams, and they're going to advance to the championship game of this sub-state bracket, and they'll play the winner of Caney Valley and Burlington. That one going on tonight up in Coffee County. I don't have my ear to the rail as far as that score goes, but we will know pretty soon tonight which team the Trojans will be facing in Columbus on Friday, and that game time is still to be decided. The same with the other championship game on the girls' side of this sub-state, and we'll keep an eye on that as well. Again, 2 girls' teams are going to leave this sub-state to go to Hutch for the 3A state tournament. The same on the boys' side. The Trojans won a 1-point game over Humboldt earlier this week, and they're back in action tomorrow night in Fredonia to take on the Yellow Jackets and another Three Rivers League opponent, I believe. And Trojans are going to have to play a good one there on the road, try and keep playing the role of the villain. But we'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the Eastside Cafe post-game show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your phone started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs. You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now at BigIronAuctions.com.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Eastside Cafe post-game show brought to you by Eastside Cafe. Come experience the best breakfast in all of Crawford County, 6 days a week at 120 South Ozark Street in Girard. They're proud supporters of Trojan Athletics, and I am remiss because on the other side of the break, I should have let you know that our post-game coach interview is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these scoring totals for tonight's game. First for the Riverton Rams are led in scoring by Rylan Thomas, and she finished with 7. Avery Barnett had 6. Ellie Helms finished with 4. Landon Martin had 3 on a 3-point bucket in the first quarter. And then Kinley King and Gracie Rance added a bucket each to round out the scoring for Riverton. The Trojans led in scoring by Maddie Kester. She had 15. Kennedy Keller with 14. Carson Oran with 11. And then Erica Boatman and Brooke Stafford had a bucket each. And Marley Sisney was 1 of 2 from the free throw line for a point to round out the scoring for the Girard Trojans. Oh, and Jariah Adolph added 4 for Girard as well. Guess we need to come up with a player of the game. I think we'll take a quick break and come back, give you your player of the game, and then put a bow on this one from here at Ted R. Taylor. Trojans win it 49-23. They'll go on to play the winner of Burlington and Caney Valley. That one's going on tonight up in Coffee County. If any of you got your ear on that one, you can let me know who came out on top of that one. But the Trojans will play the winner of that Friday night in Columbus. The boys' championship game would be Saturday in Columbus. If the Trojans are fortunate enough to win, they play tomorrow night on the road at Fredonia. The Trojans came into the tournament as the number 13 seed. They defeated the number 4 seed Humboldt at home, in Humboldt, 50-49, a 1-point squeaker. And the Trojans stole one from the Cubs. They advance to the second round where they'll take on Fredonia. If they win that one, they'll play the winner of Galena and Frontenac, so it'll be an all-CNC championship game if the Trojans can knock off Fredonia tomorrow night in Fredonia. And, of course, we'll have that one for you here on Girard Sports Live. Tip-off 7 o'clock pregame show starts at 6:30. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll come back, get your player of the game, put a bow on this one from here in Girard. Trojan girls win it over the Riverton Rams 49-23. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Welcome back one final time to Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium in Girard. Trojans girls win it tonight, 49-23 over the Riverton Rams. They'll advance to the semifinal round of this sub-state tournament. They'll play the winner of Burlington and Caney Valley, taking place tonight up in Burlington, and we'll know who we play later on tonight, but that will be Friday evening in Columbus. I would assume it's going to tip off at around 7 o'clock, but if it is Burlington, they may move that tip-off up to 6 o'clock to accommodate the travel back up to Coffee County. So we'll wait and see who wins that game tonight, and then we'll know about what time the Trojans will play Friday night. The boys in action tomorrow night on the road at Fredonia in the second round. The Trojans defeated the Humboldt Cubs by 1 to advance to the second round, and they'll take on Fredonia, the Yellow Jackets, out in Fredonia. Tip off at 7 o'clock. Pregame show at 6:30. We'll have that for you here on Girard Sports Live. But for tonight, the Trojan girls win it 49-23 over the Riverton Rams. I think that's going to do it for us. For my beautiful wife, Jenny, on the camera, my name's Josh Lettner. I'm saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks for watching. From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at varsitysportslive.com.